This is Liz Colburn, host of The Morning Uplift. Thank you for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters, here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Your Life Matters, where we talk about dreaming big and dreaming bold to reach your wildest dreams in both your health and your happiness. A new show comes out every single Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of Your Life Matters. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What is up, everyone? It's your host of Rewritten, Julianne Condia, coming at you from Northern California. I hope you're having a great week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for screenshotting this, tagging me on Instagram, sharing with me how this episode is speaking to you. Personal development is something that I value so greatly. I honestly don't know where I would be without it. And it's just shaped the way I think. It allows me to see beyond my limitations, and it just really helps me level up. And so what I hope is that Rewritten can be that for you, that it's not just a time where you feel encouraged, but it's a time where you feel encouraged to take action. I don't want you to be someone who just consumes, but I want you to be someone who creates, creating your dreams, creating your best, healthiest, and happiest life. So thank you for just being a avid listener of Rewritten. Because of you, this podcast keeps on going. So if you can share this episode, it does a lot. Let me tell you, I've gotten some incredible messages from people who say they have no idea how they found Rewritten, and I'm assuming it's because you are sharing it and they stumble across it, they listen to it, and then they let me know how it speaks to them. Today I want to talk to you about something that many women can struggle with, and maybe people, but I'm specifically talking to women, and that is when we achieve success, when we hit goals, it does not make us a good person. It doesn't make us a leader. It doesn't make us anything. When we achieve goals, those are just the milestones to which we put work into. But I can tell you this, I have a very successful business, one I am grateful for. I love it. It's not even just a business of income for me. It's something that completely helped me when I was overweight, tired, frustrated. I was a hard worker, one of the hardest working people I knew, but I poured into a job that I compromised all self-care. And this business and this lifestyle has taught me that self-care indeed does matter. And this journey that we're on matters. So I have a very successful business. We've achieved incredible milestones. We have a lot of accolades to our business and our team and our name. And I have to tell you, this is my philosophy. You'll hear me say it many times, is that no one is better than me and I am better than no one. I think sometimes people chase this recognition and status for validation. That if they have the cutest clothes, if they have the most money, the nicest car, the nicest house, that it somehow validates who they are as a person. And I was recently sitting at the table with some women, and I was really taken back. We had all earned this seat. We've all earned being there. And the collaboration was really disappointing. The ego-driven individuals, it was shocking that the care about the things that don't matter made it really hard for me to identify and relate to them. And I have to tell you this, whatever seat you want to be seated in, you deserve that. You deserve to be in whatever room you want to be in. You deserve to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, but I need to make something clear. That does not make you a better person. It doesn't make you a good person. What makes you a good person is you being kind. What makes you a good person is caring about other people, loving people hard, loving yourself, treating yourself better, and not looking for external things for validation. You being the best person that you can possibly be because you work on yourself. And I find myself struggling, thinking I need more, I need to do more, I should just work harder. And I have to have these gut checks with myself, because at the end of the day, it's not about impressing people. At the end of the day, it's not having all of the things. At the end of the day, I just want to know that I loved people massively. I had true, honest character, and that I had integrity. So I know that you are in your job and you could be lost. You could be stressed. Maybe in your current situation right now, you don't know where to go next, but you know you can't keep this up. You don't deserve that. I want you to know that as well. You deserve to feel passionate. You deserve to love and pour into what you do with who you do it with. And if you find that the place you're surrounding yourself with is toxic, unfulfilling, a dread, that is not how life is meant to be lived. I think it all starts with our self-care, creating the best scenario. But maybe you are doing something that is setting your soul on fire and pursuing something so incredibly grand, and it makes you excited. It makes you so pumped to be doing what you're doing. Don't lose yourself in that. Don't lose the person who, before starting what you're doing, had this hunger to be better. Hold on to that. Hold on to that integrity. Hold on to that character. Because when you sit at the table, you can remove yourself from the conversation and look in with a perspective that is so awesome. A perspective that you realize that you don't need to chase anything for worth. It doesn't matter how many likes you get on social media. It doesn't matter if all your pictures are incredible on Instagram. What matters is you living in your truth. What matters is you living out your faith. What matters is that you love people hard. And at the end of the day, when I'm sitting around a table with a bunch of successful people, I just want them to know this, that I've loved my family hard, that I've worked on myself when it seemed impossible, and I never quit. And I deserve to be sitting at this table because I have grit, I have resilience, I have belief. But more than anything, I massively wanted to love and lead people the right way. So, sister, I hope that this spoke to you, because a lot of times we set goals, and I don't want you to get sidetracked. I don't want you to look left or right. I want you to just focus on what matters. What is your mission? What have you been called to do? And even though it might seem that it's taking you forever, or you might seem like you're going at a slower pace than other people, you need to remember that your story matters, that you were created to be here, that your story can impact other people. And the thing that makes you so incredibly unique compared to other people is you, your experiences, your pain, your victories, your walk of life. That everyday moments shape you. Every decision, right, leads to somewhere, and you deserve it. You deserve to be sitting in a room with highly successful people because you have figured out what success is. And success is you being you and living your best life. And I want to reiterate, sitting in a room of successful people doesn't mean necessarily an actual room with successful people. It means in the world. It means wherever you're going, that money doesn't make you better, smarter, stronger. Having things, having all these accolades don't make you better, right? That doesn't even make you a leader. It just means that you're really good at selling things or handling money. But what makes you you is the soul that's inside you. And this journey over the last 4 years, I've wrestled with that, of losing sight, and I've had to put up blinders. I have found myself comparing and thinking that I needed to be like these other people. And at the end of the day, I didn't want to be like them. I wanted to be me. And if that took a slower time, but it was the right way, I could put my head on my pillow every single night and feel proud of the way that I led, proud of the way I had conversations with people, and proud of a business that I built because I loved it and I loved the people I was doing it with. So again, in a world that chases a corporate ladder, in a world that values so highly the credentials, I just need to remind you of your worth. Your worth is so incredible. Your worth is beyond what everyone else can see. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Thank you for being on this journey with me of Rewritten. If you could screenshot this and post it on Instagram and tag me, or share on your Facebook, share to a friend in a text. You can actually do that from the podcast app. Click those 3 little dots and you can share it in a text message. I would appreciate that. Let me know how this episode spoke to you, and thank you for tuning in.